everyone, to the Toasted Ghost MILFCast thing. Yeah. MILFCast. I am in shock and I am in awe as to what I've just witnessed on Discord. But that will not stop us from providing you an amazing show today. Because today, we will be discussing Animaniacs.
Also, show that half this Discord call is not seen.
Okay. So the Animaniacs idea, that came about because I somehow used a Yakko emote, which is part of the MILFcast server, which no, you will not get access to just yet because yeah.
I've watched a bit of Animaniacs right now. Watching it religiously.
I mean, we're only at 20 subscribers as of now. What makes you think you're gonna see this server in person? We're kind of a bunch of weirdos here. Okay. Stop with the hop.
Can't stop with a hop. Anyways,
back to the topic at hand. You might be wondering.
Animaniacs is a cartoon from I don't know when I was released.
1993. It was released in 1993, I think.
Is a cartoon released in 1993 and starring the three? How's it going, boys? That's autoplay. Hold on. Starring the three Warner siblings, Yakko, Wacko, and what's the third one called? Dot.
Don't forget about Pinky and the Brain, guys. Don't forget about Pinky and the Brain.
We'll get to them. Sorry. They get locked in Warner Tower. They were created by the Warner Brothers, but then they were too chaotic and fucked up the world or something, so they locked them in a tower, but then they keep escaping.
Yes.
And wacky shenanigans ensue. You also have several other supporting characters in their own stories, like Pinky and the Brain. There's Squirrel Lady, I forgot the name of. The birds. And yeah.
Yeah, so it's really a lot to take in, especially for those of you who don't know what Animaniacs is. If you really don't know what Animaniacs is, and I have to honestly ask you, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm sure everybody and their grandmother knows what an Animaniacs is.
Should be obvious.
I mean,
oh my god.
Also a reboot where there's also a reboot that's significantly more meta, and there's only Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
The reboot is also very good.
Yeah.
I just watched 3 episodes of it.
Because recently we were treated to the second season of the Animaniacs reboot, which of course you can watch on Hulu alongside the first season of the old cartoon.
Or I can just pirate it.
Yeah, pirate it. I mean, not a lot of us have money for Hulu, so.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Of course, Animaniacs has had a. You could say. Well, what was I saying? Basically, Animaniacs. Initially, it started all the way back in 1993 as part of Fox Kids before it moved to Kids WB in 1995, and then it ended in 1998 with a total of 99 episodes with a feature-length film Wacko's Wish, which ended up premiering around that time. For a while, Animaniacs could be seen on networks such as Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and there was even a brief period of time where it was on the Hub. A lot of people might recognize the show nowadays for a lot of sexual innuendos and a lot of pop culture references. Plus especially with the modern day reboot, it's very satirical in terms of like the modern. The
modern reboot is like a very meta show. They make a lot of references to the fact that we're in a reboot and I think there's like literally the first episode and the first segment is really them talking about reboots in general, and there's even a song about reboots, I think.
Oh yes, there was a song about rebooting, because I remember Like they brought up a lot of reboots around the time, like especially Blue's Clues away, because I believe at the time when that episode was coming out, the news was already popping up about a Blue's Clues reboot. So, and that's the thing, because you have to keep in mind we've seen a lot of reboots happening, especially in the current decade thus far, because there's because I know we've had a lot of shows coming into fray, because like we already have a new Nickelodeon Smurf show. Well, we're supposed to have an upcoming Tiny Toons cartoon coming soon. I don't know when exactly, but
because we all know how good new Smurfs content is.
I haven't seen a lot of episodes of it. I tried to watch an episode of it on Nicktoons, but lo and behold, I didn't really end up
I'm talking about like Smurf content in general. When they try to reboot the franchise, it's just not always a good thing.
Yeah, things can go really good or really bad, especially as we've seen in the previous decade, the 2010s. If you're looking for examples of reboots that didn't go anywhere, look at the 2016 Powerpuff Girls reboot. We all know how bad that was.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a show. It was
that
again.
Oh yeah, that existed.
Basically a show that just happened.
And nothing more than that, and yeah.
Yeah. So.
Then there was.
Go on.
And then there was that one it was like that one 2021 Power Girls reboot that got like a script week, and then it never went anywhere. I wonder why. I wonder why that never went anywhere.
Yeah, well, of course, a lot of people, especially the current Animaniacs that we have seen, it has been very successful as of late. A lot of people have been enjoying the reboot here, like especially with the first season receiving positive reviews from like just about everybody in this world. Despite the fact that there's been a few controversies as of late thus far.
Where are the controversies?
I'm looking at Wikipedia. Here's part of a Wikipedia article about.
Oh, is it because of the political references they make, and for like satirical reasons? Is that why there's controversy?
Could be. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna read the controversies part of the Wikipedia article. The show's first episode has attracted controversy for a background joke in the first episode. During the rebooted song sequence, two posters are shown referencing the nursery rhyme and internet meme Johnny Johnny Yes Papa, Johnny 2 Telling Lies, and Johnny the Beginning, the former of which features Johnny Depp in the title role. The series had aired a few weeks after Depp lost in his lawsuit against his son, related to publications of allegations of abusive treatment of his ex-wife Amber Heard, which led to Warner Bros. Asking Depp to resign from the Fantastic Beasts franchise, replacing with Mads Mikkelsen. People voiced their outrage on social media about the unfortunate juxtaposition of Depp's image and the Telling Lies subtitle, calling it an unfair jab at the allegations, leading to petitions and social media campaigns to boycott Animaniacs, which, as we all know, went nowhere because of the fact that there's a second season. According to Paulson, the series had been animated before the legal battle against Depp, Heard, and the Son had begun, and that the reference is only poking fun at the nursery rhyme.
Anyway, like, all that.
It's time for bullshit politics.
And a lot of people might not think about it. As of late, the position of Animaniacs have been placed in danger after Rob Paulson almost got into NFTs. I believe he was supposed to be involved in some sort of position, some sort of I don't know what they were going for, but I believe it was mostly promoting NFTs. We almost thought Rob Paulson was actually going to get into NFTs, but then he decided to do the smart thing and actually do background research, leading to him changing his mind about it. And as such, he did not participate in the idea.
Man, imagine a world without NFTs. It'd be a much better timeline, huh?
Last year.
Man.
Yeah.
But you know, like, go back in time and like stop the person who thought NFTs were a good idea.
At that point, also might as well just get rid of the person that thought that Papa Patch was a good idea.
Anyways, let's stop talking about stupid politics and talk about Animaniacs as a cartoon.
Yes.
Go.
It is very fun and random, and
It is funny, epic, and based in Red Pill.
it is like extremely fast paced. Like feels like something new's happening like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, like you never knew what was gonna happen. You never knew what jokes they were gonna make. Most of the time, they were executed well, and they usually came out of nowhere. Smiley, what the hell is wrong with you saying cheeseburgers are making the cows gay with radioactive waves? The government installed it.
What the This is how we derail the podcast, huh? This is how it gets derailed. Alright, anyways, Animaniacs, so I've always asked this, what animals are the Animaniacs? Are they like dogs or
Aren't they rats?
I don't know. I feel like the question is still very much up for debate. I don't know what the designers were going for when they originally conceptualized them.
What? Well, what?
Oh, what? I would say like raccoons or possums or something.
What the fuck? Alright.
I mean, especially it says that it especially says that they're just of an unknown species.
Alright, I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. They're half dog, half cat. That's what Google says.
I guess that works.
I'll start putting
And
cheeseburger soup.
Of course, there's also Animaniacs has also been home to a few memes within the community, especially Yakko's World. That was a meme for a while.
I dare you to sing it right now. I dare you to sing it right now.
No, I'm not.
Sing it from memory.
No,
Sing it from memory off the top of your head right now.
Do it, bitch. You won't.
I'm not gonna do that right now.
How about
Do
like,
it, you won't.
how about like how about like at the end of the podcast there's like blooper shit or something.
Yeah, no, just the last thing we do in this thing better be.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's
Um,
total treat, and you get to see somebody suffer. All right. Anyways.
And there's also Pinky and the Brain, another segment on Animaniacs involving two mice trying to take over the world. Well, rather, it's just Brain that wants to take over a world, and Pinky being an absolute dingus that doesn't even know what the hell he's doing 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Pinky's a mood. I always don't know what I'm doing all the time. I just go, oh, look at funny video. Ha 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 ha. What am I doing with my life?
So relatable.
Funny video. That's a funny video. Also, I don't know what I. Okay. Yeah, I think usually they focus on like certain technology, and the reboot Pinky and the Brain are just like all over the place. Like they get into some fucking weird situations in the reboot. Like there's this one time where they like become they pretend to become like the president or some shit, and like there's a. It's fucking weird.
Well, there were a handful of political jokes in Pinky and the Brain. I believe, from what I understand, this goes beyond just the Animaniacs segment and into their own spin-off show, which was also a pain.
Nothing fun.
There's this one episode in season 2 where like where Pinky and the Brain like go through like different sitcom tropes, and then at the end and they talk about like how they're cloning Pinky and their brains to like replace them while they're on the show so they can go take over the world in the background. It's fucking weird.
I don't remember a lot of this happening, but I guess it's because I haven't been getting into. I'm not as into Animaniacs as I was for like a bit last year when the reboot came around.
I just watched like a couple episodes of the show before like we started recording because I haven't watched Animaniacs in months.
Neither have I, and it's like I've almost forgot for a while. So
I don't watch either.
And then they make like a lot of jabs at themselves, but like unlike something like Space Jam 2, where Warner Brothers takes a bunch of jabs at herself, but it feels tone deaf because they're still making a bad product. And then in Animaniacs, when they take jabs at themselves, that actually feels justified because it's funny.
And then,
That's not how
for those of you wondering, from what I understand, the initial idea of Animaniacs, it basically came after the success of Steven Spielberg's previous cartoon, which at the time was still going on, Tiny Toon Adventures, which was also which again, as I said, well, I don't know, I don't think I've seen an episode of that, so I can't really make an appropriate decision about that one.
So, like, in the Animaniacs reboot, there's, like, this episode where they find out, I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think, like, so, like, you know how, like, there are a bunch of other segments besides Pinky and the Brain? You had the squirrel lady, the dogs, the dog, the bird. Apparently, they're, like, all killed by, like, this one hunter or something.
Wait, what?
And they're trying to kill the enemy, and he's trying to kill the enemies. I don't remember. I just remember, like, they explain why the other characters are missing. I'm gonna pull it up. I'll pull up the episode right now.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
What?
The Animaniacs reboot is, like, one of the most fucking meta shows I've ever seen. They poke so many fucking jokes at the fact that they're a fucking reboot. It's fucking weird.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is. It is a very fun show. You should watch it. What the fuck am I? Oh, this is not what I was.
Smile for.
It's a very fun show.
Okay, from what I understand, Smiley is saying some crazy stuff, and while we were discussing this stuff.
Smiley's
I think that's genocide for me.
Smiley just smoked a lot of meth and he's just mashing on the keyboard.
And let's be real. Again, even the reboot, and oh my fucking god! Why do I have to see SpongeBob busting one out to Mr. Krabs' dummy thick ass? Oh.
Yeah, it's really the plot.
That's a good thing.
What the fuck?
All the Animaniacs characters, and it shows all of them dead. And then they
I was this close to starting up a conversation about the time they did a whole anime scene with the Animaniacs and the reboot.
Oh yeah, they did. That was very good and well animated. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think I remember watching it the first time, and I thought it was pretty cool. It definitely did fit.
I like it when shows like switch styles. That's very fun.
Yeah, I think it kind of fit.
Well.
Yeah, fit better.
Me and my way to meet them because I'm still sad after eating a Happy Meal. And
let's see here.
in episode 2 of season 2, the Warners are harassed by spam email, and then the spam comes to fucking kill them.
I just found them some mail, guys. Found some mail.
And Wacko gets like corrupted by the emails at one point, and he turns into like fucking. It's such a weird, wacky show. They have like so many fucking weird ideas, and they just run with it. It's like somebody like thinking of like a cartoon plot off the top of their head, and then just turning it into like an 11-minute cartoon. It's fucking wacky.
Well, I feel like they're generally trying to make Animaniacs they've definitely been doing it, but it's clear they're trying to make it just a pure over the top cartoon, especially in the modern age. Like they're like
Yes, and that's fine. I like that a lot, considering like every cartoon now is like has to be like story driven.
Yeah, and every cartoon like even if they weren't story driven, like they're usually toned down and
they're
very
usually episodic at first, but then they turn story driven. Like you got your Adventure Time, Steven Universe.
Yeah, I never understood why, especially around that time, like Cartoon Network, they just had this strange obsession with like turning all the gag cartoons into having more of a story, especially
Let's go.
Didn't that happen to
I
freaking
like
regular show and
I
Gumball
like
at one
it.
point?
I like the more story-based cartoons. I think they're cool. The problem with Steven Universe is that they're only like 10 minutes. Each episode is only like 10 minutes long, so they had very little time to tell a story in each. And then like I think Gumball did the best. Like most of the episodes are episodic and like, but you still get little story bits like in between each. So that's.
And
But I think Gumball did like the.
I think regular show had the same thing for a while. I think especially down to like the final season. I think. I don't know. I haven't watched.
I haven't watched
For regular show, I know the finale was.
Yeah, I think the finale definitely was more of a story, but I think the rest of it was kind of more so episodic compared to like story driven. Yeah. Again, I wouldn't know. I don't watch a lot of Cartoon Network shows anymore.
Yeah, same.
I haven't watched Cartoon Network in a while, in the last years.
It's sunny. It's good. Banishment.
There's lawsuits. I bet there's been.
What the? What the?
Oh my god! Oh my! What the hell? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are experiencing some brutally messed up memes. Holy fucking shit!
Fuck man. It's like we're trying to talk about funny.
Yeah, and then Smiley's just like, yeah, I'm gonna make some.
We're trying to yeah.
What is this?
It's like we're trying to post.
We're trying to talk about Animaniacs, and then it just goes.
What is this spoiler? What is behind this spoiler? I am very scared to click on this.
I'm not.
Hey, some dude getting his ass blown.
I'm not gonna click.
Some dude getting his ass blown.
Back to freaking Animaniacs, or like Pinky and the Brain and stuff like that.
Animaniacs. All right. Ah, God.
Let's see.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Let's see. Of course, in case you didn't know, initially Pinky and the Brain was a recurring skit on the original Animaniacs, but because of its success, it was because of that segment's success that would end up turning into a spin-off series of its own, producing 66 episodes, 33 less than the actual Animaniacs. Pinky and the Brain itself ended up being spun off into Pinky, Elmira and the Brain, which is very short-lived, only lasting for 13 episodes from September 1998.
I saw that. What is the story of that show? Because I saw that on Hulu and I'm like, what is this? This looks very weird. Yeah. This looks like a directed DVD, like a direct VHS sequel of like a famous, a popular movie. It just looked weird. I don't know.
Yeah, like it was, especially Animaniacs. I know Animaniacs had something similar. Like after Animaniacs was canceled, there was of course Wacko's Wish, which, as far as I remember, was a direct to VHS release that came out a year after Animaniacs itself was over. So, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of cartoons that do that kind of stuff, other than you could say SpongeBob if you're talking about it from 2004, because I remember SpongeBob initially lasted 3 seasons. Then we had the movie, which of course I remember. I think they said that the movie was supposed to be the finale to SpongeBob, but of course SpongeBob ended up becoming so popular that
too popular.
Yeah, SpongeBob ended up continuing because of how popular that was, especially after the movie.
Fair, I guess.
But aside from that, I don't think a lot of cartoons, finish off their show with like a movie, like a full-on movie. So it would be neat to see it happen. If at some point they can't, the current Animaniacs will comes to a close, which I don't see that happening. But if it did, I wouldn't mind if we saw like another direct-to-video movie.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you guys get these memes? Jesus Christ.
Pika! Is that what is that? That's Smiley! What do you get with Rape People Simulator? I shouldn't even be saying that on YouTube. You can't
don't
talk
say that.
about
Don't say that. Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit
Yeah,
that out.
we gonna edit that out. Don't
Yeah,
worry
we
about
gonna edit that out.
We gonna edit that out definitely.
Yeah. I will not be presenting the memes that are shared. Because holy shit.
But we don't want this taken down.
Let's see.
We're gonna get fucking canceled.
Back to my initial talking about Animaniacs.
Thank
Animaniacs
you,
ended up becoming so
thank you,
popular
thank
that
you
ended
for
up
this.
leading to video games. Video games, not so up the ass, but god dang, the Animaniacs still had video games. This started in 1994 with the Animaniacs
Maniacs
video
had
game
video
coming for the
games?
Genesis, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy. I believe a lot of people still remember that particular video game. Then in 1997, there was Animaniacs Game Pack for the computer. Still kind of, that was a thing. Then for the PlayStation 1 in 98, we were treated to Animaniacs 10 Penale. 99 saw a gigantic adventure for the PC. The last time we would see an Animaniacs video game would be in 2005 when we were treated to the Great Edgar Hunt for the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox, and Last Camera Action for Game Boy Advance and DS. So,
When I think about it, like considering how like weird and chaotic the Animaniacs world is, I think I like making like a 3D platformer out of that or something like that has like a lot of potential.
I
Like
think
making a
it
3D
could work
platformer.
for like a platformer game. It could.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause like I feel like I don't know. That's just I don't know how that would come out.
You don't really see a lot of like you don't really see like a lot of those kind of games anymore though, so I don't think it's very likely. The only really people who do like video games based on TV shows anymore is like Nickelodeon, but that's like about it.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon Smash thing. Right?
They made Nick All Stars, Nick
Yeah,
Racing, and the SpongeBob games. They're coming out. The new SpongeBob game that's coming out, and the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake.
Yeah. Aside from that, I don't think. Yeah, I don't see anybody else doing video games based off TV shows. I think the last.
there's
time
always the fans.
Yeah, I think the fans can always do that, but I haven't seen any. I haven't seen a lot of fan-made video games off of TV shows that would actually be worth a try.
You don't really see a lot of those like licensed movie or TV show games anymore, just because of how expensive it is to make video games now. So like,
Yeah.
they can't make like Shark.
I'm gonna do
They
yours
can't
on
make
Monday.
Shark Tale
To make sure
anymore.
that before you go to school, you're definitely negative. I'll do mine today because
It sucks.
I'm gonna be positive. But
Which is cool because there's more quality games, but also I miss this stupid dumb licensed games.
Yeah, we'll do yours on Monday. I'm gonna do mine now to see how it comes out.
Okay.
Since you don't have no symptoms, we'll wait till Monday, okay?
Okay. Let's back to the discussion. So yeah, video games. It's very hard. It's very expensive to make video games nowadays, as you said. Of course, I don't see. Technically, they. It could be possible to make an Animaniacs video game, especially now because Warner Brothers is doing the Multiverses game. But I'm pretty sure that's pretty much becoming a passing fad. Because I don't think a lot of people were expecting a Warner Brothers crossover fighting game. From what I understand, we have no sign of Animaniacs being there. It would definitely be interesting to see.
Remember when people thought Nickelodeon Brawls All Stars was going to be the Smash Killer?
Yeah.
People thought that. How do you kill Smash?
You can't. It's too popular. I don't know why people thought that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why
But not
would
even
anybody think they could actually kill Smash? Because everybody's still playing Super Smash Bros. Especially considering Smash Bros. has had an over 20-year lineage at this point, from the Nintendo 64 all the way till now with frickin' Sora
Nickelodeon
from
also
fucking
had-
Kingdom Hearts being in Smash.
I think so.
So no matter how hard
What
people,
Nickelodeon?
no matter how
SpongeBob,
hard,
you know?
So no matter how hard Nickelodeon or Warner Bros. try, there's definitely just no beating Smash Bros in the market. Because
Smiley,
especially after Nickelodeon announced
Yes,
that
that
Garth's
counts,
gonna be
Smiley.
in All Star Brawl, Smash continues to like dominate the fighting game market in terms of like what the kiddies
especially
want.
Even though it's shit.
I smashed my bro. I'm not gonna say the rest of that. I'm not
Yeah,
even
that
gonna
counts,
say
yeah.
the rest of that. Oh my god.
Yeah, smashing your bros counts, Smiley. Don't worry.
Let's see. I'm looking
Hey.
for something else to necessarily talk about. Oh yeah. I think the reason why the modern day Animaniacs is so popular and being a meta show is the fact that it stays true to the source material. It doesn't make anybody. It doesn't go
And
too.
nostalgia.
Yeah, it doesn't become too politically correct to the point where it's just complete. It doesn't dumb it down so much. All the voice actors, like the voice actors, are reprising their reprise their roles, which I definitely appreciate. I thought because like, when you think of like reboots, you think that they would go for like new voice actors, that 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 are like trying to do an impression. Teen Titans Go pulled off reprising voice actors for the characters, so gotta give that
Pulled
credit,
off,
despite it being a
okay.
piece of shit. Animaniacs does it all to perfection. It just makes it feel like a continuation of the classic show, despite the visual differences here and there.
Yeah, something like that.
What the fuck? What the?
What the hell is going on?
Jesus.
What is? Oh my god!
Whoa.
No!
We're getting canceled.
Okay. Smiley presented a meme in the chat, which I will not even present. It's so bad.
God.
Oh,
Oh my god!
ain't no way.
Oh no! Oh Jesus!
Oh God.
Okay.
That-
Back to Animaniacs.
It's time for chat. No, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. No, I was gonna.
32 minutes in. Oh boy.
Ah,
Let's.
this is fun.
Oh boy. Uh. Let's see. I want to talk about something about Animaniacs, but I don't know how to bring it up. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Let's talk about how despite the fact that the Animaniacs reboot is widely successful, I'm definitely not one of the ones to have expected it to come to Hulu when it first came into fruition.
I expected it on like HBO Max and something like that.
Yeah,
It's on Hulu.
I wouldn't mind seeing it on HBO Max. Because like that's
It's on
basically
Hulu, not
because like
HBO Max,
keep in mind
because it
HBO
was-
Max is basically where just about all the Warner Bros. Crap goes, like the cartoons and stuff. So why they would bring the Animaniacs to Hulu is kind of it's unnecessary. They're just making us spend even more money on
They
stuff.
bring it to Hulu because it was being made before HBO Max was a thing.
Oh yeah.
But in the first episode,
But, from what I understand, it is available on HBO Max if you're in Latin America. That was a thing since August 14th, 2021. Despite that, we have seen no such thing. We haven't seen Animaniacs on like actual television other than on Teletoon in Canada, but because like I especially wouldn't mind seeing modern Animaniacs on Cartoon Network. I think it would work, but Lord knows how Cartoon Network is just flunking as a network right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like they make the joke in like the first Animaniacs reboot episode where I say like Like, or we think there's a President Trump. This is being made in 2018. This is being written in like 2018.
Oh yeah, they joked about Trump.
No, there's more. Wasn't a joke about. It wasn't a joke about Trump. It was more like a joke about. Oh, we think there's a President Trump. This is being written in 2018.
Oh, that makes sense because especially because like 2018 like especially in 2018 Trump had already been president for like a year, and then it came out in 2020 November 2020 when we pretty much knew that Joe Biden was going to secure the election, and here we are now. From the looks of things, we are looking at a third season to the reboot, which based on the pattern we can expect. Oh!
It's not.
Pika!
Let's not worry about
what
the
the
Wow.
You're the one who made it, though.
Okay, I'm not.
Ain't no way.
I'm not explaining myself, but that is in no way becoming an emote for the server.
What? What is that? Oh wow!
I am not talking. We are not making an NFT emote. No.
Wait,
What the
NFT?
I'll show you.
And the thing
that'd be
is,
funny.
now I'm concerned that they might end up making an Animaniacs NFT, despite the fact that Yakko's voice actor pulled out of it at the last second. Oh, Arrow! Why did you make
What?
that an emote?
Why not?
Oh my god! Oh no! And the thing is,
I remember we played this one Gartic phone, and oh my god,
God, Gartic Phone was
that was
amazing.
brutal. Mario, you know exactly what I'm talking
Yikes! Smiley! What is this? The podcast of cursed memes or MILFCast?
about. I'm done.
Hey, okay. Back to Animaniacs. Oh, Jesus Christ! I've just witnessed all. Okay. As I was saying, let's talk about Animaniacs and its history with raunchy jokes. Especially the most famous raunchy joke of all. Hello, nurse! Oh god, my voice cracked. That was the most awful voice crack I've ever made. Yes, especially back in the 90s, Animaniacs had a history of making hella load of sexual jokes. The fingerprints, stuff like that.
I haven't watched one of 90s Maniacs, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the thing like in the 90s. I think I remember there was one joke. They were like, "Give me the bird." Yakko was like, "We'd love to, but the Fox censors won't allow it." So there was a lot of things like that going around, especially in the 90s iteration. I haven't seen what the reboot has been up to. I don't know if they still do stuff like that or if they toned it down because they know, like especially a lot of more parents have become more and more concerned. But I wouldn't be surprised if they toned this shit down. But they still joke a lot here and there about stuff. I don't know.
Mario, check Discord DMs.
Yes, I saw, and I'm not. Yes, I saw. Let's see. Whatever cursed me. What is this curse me? Okay then. I will not present any of Smiley's memes in the podcast. That would take a lot more space. We're already taking up a lot of space.
Come vibe with the boys.
Okay, yeah, we're 30 minutes
Vibe
in.
with the boys.
Let's. What was I gonna say?
Turn him into a woman.
Yeah, let's. And then. I don't. Okay. Let's talk. I'm beginning to think that in like at least 5 years tops, we might see a whole separate series for Pinky and the Brain, the reboot, on Hulu. Is that going to be possible? I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't mind if it happened.
I'm not sure that the reboot is already like. That shit takes like a lot of time to make and
Yeah,
like
true. Animation
introduce.
takes way
Like,
too much time.
making a whole nother spin-off show to like a reboot just doesn't really seem that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like it doesn't seem that would like get them give. It just doesn't seem like a good idea for them financially.
I guess you're right about that. A man can dream.
Like making like a spin-off of like a reboot that during like this day like this era.
Yeah. Let's see. For those of you unaware, the initial early talks about bringing back Animaniacs that began way back in May 2017. Um, it especially came. The idea especially became more popular because of the success of the original show when it was put to Netflix in 2017. Plus, a lot of projects reviving interest in older shows, like Netflix bringing in Fuller House, like the original Full House. Then, we thought for sure we were going to see it on television. Then in January 2018, we find out that Warner Brothers would be bringing the revival to Hulu. Again, that's January 2018. The broadcast rights for the new series included rights to stream episodes of Tiny Toon Adventures and other Animaniacs related projects. Hulu surprisingly considered the show the first original series targeted for families, which I'm surprised they didn't do that until then. Because I have a lot of children still watch it. Well, then again, Hulu already has a selection of kids content. For a while, it had a lot of Nickelodeon stuff before Paramount Plus came in.
Hulu is like weird. They have like a decent amount of shows, but then they have like barely any movies. And the good movies you have to pay an extra subscription for.
Yeah.
Like they have like Shrek 1 and 2, and that's about it.
Yeah, Shrek. They only have Shrek. I don't know why. Like just Shrek.
They have like Shrek 1 and 2, and there's Wimpy Kid.
If you're gonna have Shrek 1 and 2, why not have 3 and 4? Well, technically, I'm pretty sure Shrek the 3.
Nobody cares about 3 because nobody wants to watch 3. Why would you put that on your streaming service?
Yeah.
There.
Back to the initial idea of Animaniacs. They initially decided after the 20+ year hiatus, the people behind it, that a good portion of the audience watching the reboot would be parents who had watched the show as children themselves and were introducing their own children. I'm pretty sure that, which is surprising, because when you talk about parents nowadays, you might think about Karens who are concerned with the political incorrectness of television, and as such, we end up seeing dumbed down stuff of shows nowadays. Of course, if you're gonna make things politically
Animaniacs,
correct,
you have the funny adult jokes where children go, "Whoa, look at the wacky colors," and adults go, "Wow, they just made a very
nowadays
bold."
now we're in an era where well it's up to you to decide what you like best about television, whether it's the golden age or the modern day. Especially in the modern age, we're seeing some more representation in our television. Because like a lot of cartoons have been introducing LGBTQ plus characters into their shows.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
I don't think that's necessarily.
It's not a bad thing if you do it good. Like if you
If you do it correctly,
if you do it right and you don't shove it into if you don't shove it in like bring up every other time, hey, he's LGBT. Like if you make it good, like if you make them feel like normal and not if you don't overdo it, then yeah, you can. It's like because I don't have a problem with LGBTQ characters in shows. I'm rambling and stammering a lot.
All right, so basically, what you're trying to say is, if they shove it in, it's not going to work.
Yeah, if they shove it, yeah. Which is fine if they want representation in that show. If they want that kind of representation in that show, that's good. I understand that. I understand why that would be appealing. But like, you can't just like force it onto the character and make that their own personality trait. They have to be like,
yeah,
actually, they have to be an actual character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It should like, as you said, if you're gonna make an LGBTQ character, make it feel natural. Don't shove it into our faces every other second. So there you go. In terms of Animaniacs, I haven't seen a lot of them doing that in the reboot. Mainly because I don't see it fully necessary. The original show is fine as it is, so why would you need to change up anything major in the new one? Back to the initial. Okay. So they wanted to make sure that the show kept the same type of, and I quote, bi-level humor that the original show had, with more comedy that would appeal to younger audiences, while having higher level of humor that parents would catch on to, often to those where some more risque humor could be included without any major censoring. I think from what I understand, streaming services, a lot of censoring doesn't come few and far in between, but I'm pretty sure like it would seen as a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for? They probably wouldn't do much compared to like if you're watching it on television. There might be a few exceptions, especially in the Scott the Wise premiere on G4, where they actually uncensored Scott saying the word fuck.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It was like G4 when G4 first premiered Scott the Wise. He talked about plug and play games. They brought up he said the words "oh fucking shit" uncensored, which isn't what we ended up getting in the actual YouTube episode. I shall play the G4 scene now.
Of course, being battery powered meant more times than not when I'd want to play one of these things, I'd pull it out of storage and go, oh fucking shit, I left this thing on for a month.
Yeah, I'm sure it freaked out. Now I'm looking for it on YouTube. Here it is. Here's how it sounds on YouTube.
Powered meant more times than not when I'd want to play one of these things, I'd pull it out of storage and go, oh fucking shit, I left this thing on for a month.
Yeah, so as you've heard, G4 actually uncensored that part, which is actually
uncensoring swear words in Scott the Waz feels illegal to me. Like this feels like something I'm not supposed to hear. This feels like if I hear this,
we're not supposed to hear the original cut.
Yeah,
like it's weird.
Yeah, it's it actually feels weird hearing Scott the Waz say the F word uncensored. But then again, that's like saying Scott the Waz talking about how Donkey Kong Barrel Blast repels virginity is weird.
Fucking Tails. Fucking Tails.
Okay.
I love fucking Tails.
What? No, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, we're moving on from that.
Yeah, I'm suddenly reminded, when Animaniacs, the reboot first premiered, I remember, there was a time they would host Twitter watch parties where people joined in to watch the
Animaniacs related?
Like they would talk about, like there was a Twitter watch party when the reboot initially premiered. So like they would gather people around on Twitter to watch the first episode of the Animaniacs reboot. And then there was especially like the first song ended up starting off with they ventured to see all the new changes. The Animaniacs saw the new changes, surprising they haven't really aged a lot. And then they had a song about everything that happened back then, and then oh my god! Then there was a Pinky, and then that time there was a Pinky and the Brain segment where Brain tries to create a meme to take over the world. Yes, you heard that right, a meme. So Animaniacs, like the reboot, they still incorporate 21st century humor while still keeping the wit of the classic show.
It's just the plot of an SMG4 episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
The plot of like the basic plot of SMG4. Mario ends up unintentionally making a meme, and everybody just goes nuts over it.
Did you know Madagascar a little while it existed?
What?
It's on Hulu.
Really?
And not the actual Madagascar, just this random side here that the characters as babies. I don't know.
Smiley!
What the fuck has happened? What the fuck did you do?
It's basically the start of the Lazy Town intro, except Sporticus flies his plane into the Twin Towers.
What the fuck?
What the cut? What is your obsession with 9/11, Smiley? What the fuck?
So about 9/11.
Jesus Christ. Okay, there's some things that we don't talk about. Oh yeah.
It's time for Animaniacs.
Yes.
There's actually
Because like again, as I said, they kept the spirit of the classic show. They brought back the original theme song. I'm sure there were a few people who first heard of the Animaniacs reboot thinking, "Oh God, they're gonna completely change up the theme song to something that doesn't make any sense." Lord and behold, the thing is just basically the same with some modified lyrics. Plus, there's still a lot of references to songs of the older show, especially. There was a scene where Wacko referenced the initial Wacko's America song from 2020. I'm gonna play it now, but I gotta watch myself. I don't want to get into copyright issues with Warner Brothers, so.
Oh, so boring. Hey, I could sing my song to spice things up. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. Oh, it's all the same. I thought this might happen.
I thought this might happen.
DreamWorks Madagascar A Little While, Hulu original, wrapped up in an endearing humor and physical comedy that made the Madagascar movie so popular. A Little Wild is a CG musical comedy series featuring Alex, Marty, Gloria, and Meltman as young residents of the rescue habitat in Central's Part 2. This was made in 2020, by the way. Let that sink in.
2020 humor. Okay.
Wacky humor, you knew the Madagascar movie.
More surprisingly, they still talk, especially the modern animes, they still have a lot of political stuff, as I said. There was a song at the end of the first season where Dots sang about the first ladies throughout history. At least that's what I'm getting. I'm surprised they actually did that, but what do I know? There was a song in the original talking about the presidents of the United States, so I shouldn't be too surprised.
I was thinking about the words as well.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Animaniacs is a good show.
Yeah, it's definitely a good show. We're 51 minutes in, so.
Too bad it's stuck on like one of the fucking. Too bad it's stuck on a streaming service nobody uses.
Yeah, not a lot of people use Hulu anymore. Like, if people want their quick fix on TV, like the big three are Disney Plus, HBO Max, and Paramount Plus nowadays. Nobody uses Hulu anymore.
Nobody uses Hulu except
Netflix does it or exist nowadays.
Yeah, people still use Netflix. Some people still use Hulu, which I can understand if they want to watch, say, Family Guy. But aside from that, I don't see a lot else.
Hulu has a decent selection of movies. It has a decent selection of TV shows, but like 2 good movies, and then Netflix is more generally well-rounded with like having good movies and TV shows. But like literally every like company on the planet pulled all of their shit away from Netflix, so they could put it on their own shitty streaming service.
They want their money.
For example, the NFT cartoon going on the freaking Apple TV.
What? Well, yeah.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Can we go back in time and kill the person who invented NFTs?
That was like one of the first things.
Tell that person who made the NFT cartoon to freaking cancel it, because they're interrupting the plans of like actually good people coming up with actually good ideas. If you're looking for a show that doesn't talk about NFTs, yet it's still very good.
Wait, they talk about NFTs in the Animaniacs show?
Yeah.
Wait, they talk about NFTs?
Yeah,
Wait, don't talk about NFTs.
Oh my god! It just suddenly occurred to me. What if there was a freaking episode of Animaniacs in like season 3 where they like crack jokes about NFTs? That just occurred to me. What if that happened?
It's probably what's going to happen when one of these episodes.
Oh yeah, I do see it happening when like season 3 drops at the very least.
Ed and Eddie predicted NFTs, apparently.
And then the South Park specials, like there's this one scene where one of the characters is like, "Have you ever heard of NFTs?" They made a joke about NFTs in freaking South Park, but why should I be surprised? Usually up to date with everything, and then.
I'm having a stroke. These memes are making me go insane.
Yep.
We're going for the first of them all.
These memes are making me actually go insane.
I will send worse memes.
Yeah. The meme Smiley sends will destroy you over time. I think. I can't be so sure if you have especially if you have a dark sense of humor.
Okay, I have a dark sense of humor, but it's not this fucked.
Yeah.
Mine is.
No, we don't want more memes. No.
Let's go, Arrow.
Let's go, Arrow.
That's democracy, folks.
If you insist.
That's the
Give us your worst.
Oh no. Okay.
I love how at this point we're just talking about.
I hope
want me to talk about
I
memes?
can find some good fucking Animaniacs memes somewhere that isn't whatever the hell. Oh my goodness! I think I found a somewhat of a good meme. I'm gonna put it here, I guess. BTS.
Yes.
Haha, that is a very funny meme.
Or better yet, hey, what did you guys do over the summer? Says the teacher. That one kid. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and Nama. Stop, I'm not gonna sing the whole thing.
I knew you're gonna end up singing it. I knew you're gonna end up singing it. Let's go.
Do it. Sing the whole thing.
Do it.
Bitch, you won't.
Why would you want me to do that, though?
Because it's funny.
We want to hear you sing it.
Oh my god. Oh, you brought me into doing this.
My phone is going to fucking die.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, and Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, Taiwan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now in peace. Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and Portugal, France, England, Denmark, and Spain.
Should I send the meme?
India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, and Tibet, and Indonesia, the Philippines, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Guinea, Sumatra, New Zealand, and Borneo, and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, most of Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, Ghana, Burundi, Lesotho, and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Nigeria, Chad, Liberia, Egypt, Benin, and Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya, and Mali, Sierra Leone, and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea, Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Crimea, Mauritania, and Czechoslovakia, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan. How's that?
Clap.
Nice. That's good. Well, you ever just watch the people that just fact check the song?
And,
Like,
the
I just
thing,
watched-
and the thing is, they were still so far off. Especially there was this one language in China, Korea, Japan, implying that there was only one Korea, despite the fact that Korea had been split into two for almost 40 years at that point. With 35 years.
There's also did they also mention Pennsylvania?
And then what else am I looking for? Germany now in one piece, despite the fact that Germany had already been in one piece since 1989. People are talking about how Yakko referred to Russia as if he was referring to the Soviet Union, which had already been gone since 1991, the end of 1991, though. So it's understandable. So. And then they said San Juan. San Juan is the capital of Puerto Rico, which Puerto Rico in of its own is basically a U.S. territory.
It is a U.S. territory.
Hey, how much time do we have left? My phone's gonna die soon.
Oh, we've been recording for 59 and a half minutes at this point, so...
It should be ending about now.
Yeah.
Marlon, stop posting that meme. That's fucked up.
What is this?
It's literally the most fucked up thing.
Oh my god, okay, oh my god, okay, no.
Delete
Smiley,
that.
no.
Actually, delete that. No.
Oh my god.
Some mod delete that. That's fucked up.
That's so bad. Wait. I
can't even laugh at that.
I think I want to sing a few more Animaniacs songs before we wrap this up, because why the fuck not? So I'm just gonna start by singing Wacko's America with Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, south of Alabama town. Then there's Denver, Colorado, on the Boise, Idaho. Texas has Austin, then we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, and Washington, D.C., Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee. Oh boy, I can't believe I'm doing this. Trenton's in New Jersey, north of Jefferson, Missouri. You got Richmond in Virginia, South Dakota has Pierre, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Augusta, Pennsylvania. Here's Providence, Rhode Island, next to Dover, Delaware. Concord, New Hampshire, just Uncle John's, to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont. Hartford's Connecticut, so pretty in the fall, and Kansas has Topeka, Minnesota has St. Paul. Not St. John, St. George, and St. Ringo. Juneau's in Alaska, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska, and it's rolling out to North Carolina, and then there's Madison, Wisconsin, and Olympia in Washington, Phoenix, Arizona, and Lansing, Michigan. Here's Honolulu, Hawaii's a joy, Jackson, Mississippi, and Springfield, Illinois, South Carolina with Columbia down the way, and Annapolis in Maryland on Chesapeake Bay. Okay, no stupid memes right now, but whatever. Cheyenne in Wyoming, and perhaps Jamaica home. And Salt Lake City out in Utah, where the buffalo roam. Kansas down in Georgia, and Bismarck, North Dakota. You can live in Frankfurt in your old Kentucky home. Salem in Oregon, from there we join. Little Rock in Arkansas, Iowa, Scott, Des Moines, Sacramento, California, Oklahoma, Atlantic City, Charleston, West Virginia, and Nevada, Carson City. That's all the capitals there are.
I'm not Gary.
Man.
Oh, no. Not Gary. You. Oh, no. Buzz, look, there's a dick! Where? Ah, nigga!
Oh my god! I was expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, an hour and 2.5 minutes into this nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're... Oh my... Smiley! Yeah, Smiley's been sending a lot of 9/11 jokes throughout the duration of this stream, folks. Okay. Do I end it here, or, like, one more song?
Nah, I just had to hear.
Okay, we'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching this attempt at an Animaniacs live stream. It was all over the place, though. At least we got to try and talk about Animaniacs despite the struggles. But I do hope you enjoy. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel today. We have as of right now, we have been joined by Arrow, FNAF, PK actually, FNAF fan, Pika, Smiley, and myself, TheEpicMario. So for all of us here, and especially it's CW and Edison Williams himself, this is TheEpicMario wishing you an Animani totally insane day. Peace out, and this has been MILFCast.